Picture this, it's Christmas Eve. The air is crisp and snow is blanketing everything in a beautiful layer of white. A family is coming home, their hearts full of joy from singing Christmas carols. They walk up to their front door laughing and humming, but the laughter stops when they realize the door is locked. A frantic search begins. Pockets are turned inside out, bags are emptied onto the cold porch, but the keys are nowhere to be found. A sinking feeling sets in as they remember where the keys are, sitting on the kitchen counter right inside the warm house. The wind howls and the beautiful snow suddenly feels menacing and bitterly cold. The family huddles together, the cheerful holiday spirit evaporating into the frosty air. This was supposed to be a night of warmth and celebration, but now they're locked out in the freezing cold with no easy way back in. The perfect Christmas Eve has just taken a very unexpected and chilly turn. Panic starts to bubble up. The dad pulls out his phone, hoping to call a locksmith or a friend, but the screen is black. The battery is completely dead. A wave of helplessness washes over them. They look hopefully towards their neighbors' houses, but all the windows are dark. Of course, everyone is either out celebrating or already tucked in for the night. The youngest child, overwhelmed by the cold and the sudden despair, starts to cry. "Is Christmas ruined?" he asks, his little voice trembling. The older sister tries to comfort him, but her own eyes are welling up with tears. The dream of cozying up by the fireplace with hot cocoa and opening one present before bed seems to be slipping away. It feels like the universe is playing a cruel joke on them. All they want is to be inside their home, together and warm, but they are utterly stuck, stranded on their own doorstep on the most magical night of the year. As his family shivers and cries, the dad feels a surge of desperation. Standing there in the middle of the snow-covered driveway, with his family's hopes resting on his shoulders, he does the only thing he can think of. He bows his head and begins to pray. It's not a loud or fancy prayer, just a quiet, heartfelt plea whispered into the cold night. "Lord," he says, his voice thick with emotion, "it's Christmas Eve, the night we celebrate your son's birth. All we want is to be in our home, to be warm and safe together. Please, show us a way. Open a door for us, Lord. We just want to get home for Jesus' birthday." In that moment of complete surrender, surrounded by the silent, falling snow, a sense of peace begins to settle over him. He doesn't know how, but he has to believe that a way will be made. It's a moment of pure faith against the biting cold and the seemingly impossible situation. Just as the last word of the prayer leaves his lips, a figure emerges from the swirling snow down the street. It's an elderly man, bundled up in a heavy coat, walking his small dog. The family has seen him around but has never actually spoken to him before. He's one of those neighbors you just kind of nod to. He shuffles closer, his dog sniffing at the dad's boots. "Everything all right over here?" the old man asks, his voice kind. The dad explains their predicament: locked out, dead phone, no one around. The old man's eyes light up with a flicker of recognition. "You know," he says slowly, "the people who lived here before you, they gave me a spare key years ago, just in case. I completely forgot I still had it." He fumbles in his coat pocket and pulls out a single old-fashioned key. With a click, the lock turns and the front door swings open, revealing the warm, welcoming light of their home. The relief is so immense it's breathtaking. The neighbor smiles warmly and says, "How about you all get inside and I'll bring over some hot cocoa once I get my pup settled." Inside, the warmth of the house feels like a giant hug. The kids who were crying just moments before are now beaming with joy, their faith in Christmas magic completely restored. True to his word, the kind neighbor soon knocks on the door, holding a tray with steaming mugs of rich, delicious hot cocoa. They invite him in, and he settles into an armchair by the Christmas tree. As they sip the cocoa, they begin to share stories. The family learns about their neighbor's life, his late wife, his own children who live far away. He learns about their traditions, their hopes, and their dreams. The awkwardness of being strangers melts away, replaced by the genuine warmth of connection. They laugh together, and for a moment, it feels like they've known each other for years. He wasn't just a neighbor anymore. He'd become a friend, a part of their Christmas story. An unexpected guest who turned a near disaster into a blessing. That cold, locked-out moment on the driveway had somehow led to this beautiful, shared experience, creating a new friendship on Christmas Eve. Looking back on that night, it's clear it was about more than just a lost key. It's a beautiful reminder that sometimes the doors we find locked in our lives are opportunities for God to show up in ways we could never expect. Just when things feel hopeless and you feel left out in the cold, a miracle can appear in the form of a kind stranger with a long-forgotten key. Christmas is the celebration of the ultimate door being opened for us. God sent his son Jesus into the world not just to be born in a manger, but to make a way for us to come home to him. He is the key that unlocks the doors of loneliness, fear, and despair, and invites us into a place of warmth, hope, and longing. So if you're facing a locked door in your life this season, remember that family's story. Hold on to hope, say a little prayer, and watch for the unexpected ways God might be waiting to let you in. He's always working to bring us home. Thanks for watching, and may your Christmas be filled with warmth and open doors. Don't forget to subscribe for more stories of hope.